Malla community. It cannot be expansion.
मुकेश सानी बड़ा कैरेक्टर है. ये मुंबई का बिजनेसमैन था, right? He made some money in Mumbai.
Set design.
He made his money in Bollywood in a way. Came back first chose to land up with the NDA last time. Shifted sides this time, joined the Mahagathbandhan. There were reports he could go back to the NDA because he wants to be where the winning side is. When he
has also lost an MLC election. Has lost an MLC election, and the VIP actually only has, and Amitabh can actually delve deeper, hold only where the Mithilanchal area is concerned.
But
that is the part where the VIP has Darbhanga, Muzaffarpur. This is the area where it actually has a hold.
When you talk about the Malla vote, usually it happens is Malla, Nishad Raj, Khewat, if I may civilizationally help Raja Ram cross river Ganga, and the followers of Raja Ram, as the BJP was telling me, they will always have the Nishad vote with them. The infighting that was happening between the RJD and the Malla vote, Santosh Sahni being made to sit down, Bal Govind being that Chainpur seat, the big fight that happened within the party. So there's so much infighting. Who will Mallas vote for? They perhaps may end up voting for the Tir and the Mallas story.
It's an organic NDA vote.
Okay. That's a very interesting way to put it. It's an organic NDA vote. Just to say, Tej Pratap Yadav, Tej Pratap ji, maafi chahta hu. You are leading now because Tej Pratap ji ko heart attack na aa jaye. Tej Pratap ji is now leading at the moment from Mahua. Earlier we had said he was trailing. Among the big candidates, Tejasvi Yadav leading from Raghopur, Vijay Kumar Sinha. We don't have the details from Lakhisarai. Vijay Kumar Chaudhary, key aide of Chief Minister Nitish Kumar, is leading at the moment from Sarai Rajan. Nitin Nabin from Bakipur of the BJP, one of their young leaders, is leading at the moment. Shravan Kumar, Nalanda, JDU, another close aide of Nitish Kumar, is leading at the moment. So the JDU is holding in some places and is hoping to do much better than it did last time. It's already leading in 34 seats. Remember, last time they won 43.
And we talk about dynasts, Rajdeep.
Yes, please go ahead.
BJP also has a number of dynasts in Bihar. So
yes.
Nitin Nabin, son of Nabin Kishore Prasad, who won multiple times. So this is a seat which is the Bakipur seat, which is previously Patna West, has been won by the family for 8 consecutive times.
The real story when I'm looking at regions, I keep saying Bihar is 6 states within. Mithilanchal, NDA leading in 23, Mahagathbandhan in 14. So like in 2020, NDA is consolidating itself in Mithilanchal at the moment. When you come to Patliputra, it is a NDA surge. The only word to use is a surge. Leading at the moment in 23, Mahagathbandhan in 9. In Simanchal, the best news for the Mahagathbandhan at the moment is coming from Simanchal. They are leading in 8, the NDA in 5. Come to Champaran, and Champaran is the other area where the NDA now is consolidating. Remember, most exit polls have suggested the Mahagathbandhan could get an edge here. Bhojpur is the tough fight. NDA leading in 17, Mahagathbandhan at the moment in 15. And when you look at the Kosi belt areas like Saharsa, Purnia, Saharsa and Supol, NDA leading in 8, Mahagathbandhan at the moment leading in 11. So that's the one turnaround for the Mahagathbandhan.
Rajdeep, I think initial trends suggest one fact where the NDA is consolidating in the regions it had done well in 2020 and making massive gains in the region where it wasn't.
I just want to mention, you kept mentioning Bachwada. At the moment in Bachwada, the BJP is leading. This is one of the friendly fights. You had the CPI and the Congress contesting against each other. And guess what? The BJP is leading. Are you surprised? That's the nature of friendly fights.
दो बिल्लियों की लड़ाई में it is always the bandar will go away with the roti.
And
that's the traditional thinking, which is exactly what is happening. It appears to be happening, though it's still very early trends.
And the voters know it there. When you speak to the voters, they also laugh. They are like, इसमें वो निकल जाएंगे. हम तो पता ही नहीं किसके साथ जाओ. RJD didn't know who to support.
NDA is leading in all the regions except for Simanchal. They were trailing last time. They seem to be leading. And the Mahagathbandhan is not being able to make a dent in Champaran and the Mithilanchal, where it was expected to make good amount of gains.
I only want to put one caveat, Amitabh, to that these are still
Early
postal
trends.
ballots.
Yes.
Yes.
And therefore, come 9:30, you may well find the situation change. I think, but the big picture is very clear. In the battle between the alliances, the more organized alliance of the NDA and more resourceful and more cohesive is possibly at the moment scoring over the other alliance. 149 seats for which we have trends. Postal ballots at the moment 86 to the NDA, 57 to the Mahagathbandhan is what we are saying. And many of these seats again with high women voter turnout. We're going to look at that very closely, whether there is a link between gender and the elections and the election results. Last time, remember, the JDU was the biggest beneficiary of that. We're getting in some more breaking news at the moment. Both Lalu Prasad and his son Tejasvi at the moment, we are told, are
Both sons of Lalu are leading.
both sons of Lalu are leading at the moment. Lalu Prasad's both his sons, Tejasvi and Tej Pratap. I just want a very quick word, Maria, since you've tracked this family. Why did the brothers split? What was the reason?
Ambitions.
Ambitions.
It's always the case of ambitions.
And the fact is that Tej Pratap also wanted to become the
No,
leader
but
of the
Tej
party.
Pratap had accepted of the Mahagathbandhan. That got settled in of the RJD. That got settled in 2015 itself. But I think, Rajdeep, as we say, there are several other dynamics which played out, and that's where the role of sisters also come in.
We are seeing in rural seats. Take a look at rural seats. 67 leads to the NDA in rural Bihar, 47 to the Mahagathbandhan. Semi-urban seats where 45 to 55% live in these areas, semi-urban areas. NDA leading in 6, Mahagathbandhan in 5. Urban areas, NDA leading in 13, Mahagathbandhan in 5. But rural Bihar, and this is the transition that the BJP has made. The various welfare schemes that have reached down, the DBT, the cash transfers have made a difference, whether it's 1100 rupees pension or 10,000 rupees that was provided on the eve of elections, but a series of schemes that the Nitish government has brought in. Rural Bihar at the moment is strongly standing with the NDA, and that will be only good news for the BJP and the JDU at the
But
moment.
Rajdeep, like it did in 2020. So
Sure.
where per capita income of 40,000, maximum number of seats actually went to the BJP, which was...
And you have to win rural Bihar.
Also the imagery of Jungle Raj, the everyday experience. It's more in rural area than in the urban areas.
I've always said that, Rajdeep, that the burden of Jungle Raj is more difficult for Tejasvi to carry than the anti-incumbency of 20 years for Nitish.
You have
on
that
a side
double
note,
engine
you have in Chhapra, Khesari Lal Yadav is leading, so I think Lalu will be happy on that front.
The double engine seems to be working, especially when it comes to DT in rural areas, because they have delivery to back what they claim against promises that are being made on the other side.
But was 10,000, let me ask you, Pushu, was 10,000 a bribe or was it a continuous? If so much had been done, what was the need to give 10,000 rupees one week before the election?
It is empowerment of women. It was budgeted. It was factored in, because I put this question to BJP and JDU leaders. They said, we will do everything to win elections. They are there to win elections. But Rajdeep, I have a question. सब कर रहे हैं ना, सब कर रहे हैं. दिल्ली में हो रहा है, आम आदमी पार्टी does it, Congress does it in
Rajdeep, a word now on
Yes,
EBC
yes, go ahead.
seats.
Please go ahead.
EBC seats, 141 in all. NDA leading with 47. There is a gap of 15 seats between the Mahagathbandhan and NDA. I'm very interested in Nishad seats, which is close to 23. We are looking at NDA again leading in 10 seats of that, which means that Mukesh Sahni has not had enough impact that they were thinking of. But again, as we have been saying, Nitish Kumar with just 2.5% votes, which is his captive vote bank of Kurmis, continues to dominate. Kurmi plus Koiri seats of close to 70. Nitish Kumar led NDA is going ahead with 28 at the moment. So I'm looking at what Nitish Kumar's 20 years looks like. He's the man who comes with just 2.5% anchor constituency. He has expanded it to bring in the EBCs. He expanded it also to bring in the Pasmanda Muslims.
47 seats in the EBC out of the 83 that we have leads for. to the MGB. That's a huge 15-seat gap. Muslims plus Yadav, 30 seats at the moment to NDA, MGB leading in 22. So what you've got there is a counter consolidation also taking place. Remember, while Muslims and Yadavs are consolidating behind the MGB, we seem to have a counter consolidation taking place. And the crucial seats that many believe are important are the SC seats, the Dalit seats. At the moment, out of 40 out of the 69 for which we have leads, NDA is leading in 22 out of them. Mahagathbandhan is leading in 15. The Bhumiyar seats, remember, one of the dominant upper caste, NDA dominating. So that upper caste consolidation plus the EBC vote, a section of Dalit vote, becomes almost a formidable combination for them. Paswans at the moment, very interesting. Mahagathbandhan is leading in 13 of them, NDA in 10. Now, this of course means seats where there's a large Paswan population, but not enough for you to win the seat on your own. So, Chirag Paswan, as of now, is not necessarily winning seats, but he may be adding to the NDA tally in terms of votes. Yes, Maria.
I would pay emphasis on the Rajput seat here, Rajdeep, because there was this sense, particularly after Jharkhand, that the BJP is not able to bring in the Rajputs. They're not getting proper representation. So what the NDA went ahead and did in this election was that they fielded close to 37 Rajput candidates, which was far ahead of what Mahagathbandhan had done. And if you look at the numbers, in 61 seats which are Rajput dominated, NDA is leading with a significant margin.
Vijay Sinha, Deputy Chief Minister of the BJP, now speaking. Listen in.
जो वोट परसेंटेज है वो बदलाव के लिए वोट किया जा रहा है।
ये दोनों नेता प्रतिपक्ष के संवैधानिक पद पर बैठे हैं, लेकिन संविधान का ज्ञान नहीं, संवैधानिक संस्था का सम्मान नहीं। अप्पू और पप्पू बिना सोचे समझे, बिना गंभीरता से कुछ भी उन्माद फैलाने का, सामाजिक सौहार्द तोड़ने का वातावरण बनाते हैं और कुछ भी बयान दे देते हैं। इसलिए उनकी बात को कोई गंभीरता से नहीं लेता है।
लेकिन जो रुझान दिखाई दे रहा है, क्या लग रहा है कि उससे भी आगे बढ़कर जो संख्या
निश्चित तौर पर आप लोगों ने जो एग्जिट पोल में दिखाया, उससे ज्यादा बेहतर हमारा रिजल्ट होगा बिहार का।
लखीसराय के लिए क्या कहना चाहेंगे? जिस तरह की
यहाँ की जनता मालिक है। जो भी जनादेश और निर्णय देंगे, हम उनका स्वागत करेंगे।
अकाउंटिंग सेंटर जा रहे सर?
निश्चित तौर पर
पूजा पाठ करने के बाद।
जी हाँ।
अब क्या एक ही बार जीत के साथ ही निकलेंगे?
चलिए, माता की जो हो कृपा, उनकी इच्छा। कर्म अपने हाथ में है, परिणाम उनके हाथ में है, और हम लोग कर्म में कमी नहीं रखे हैं। पूरी पवित्रता, शुद्धता, पारदर्शिता के साथ लोकतंत्र के महापर्व में भागीदारी सब लोगों का हो, सामाजिक सौहार्द बना रहे और सब मिल करके इस महापर्व में पवित्रता के साथ मनाएं, यही हमारी शुभकामना है सबको।
Okay, as you're seeing, at the moment, Vijay Sinha is one of the candidates who is fighting a tough battle in Lakhisarai at the moment. But what you're seeing in this early spread is clearly the NDA has the early edge in the postal ballots. But we are also seeing a number of seats flipping. And remember, because you had 4.99 crore voters voting in a state like Bihar, with several rounds to go, who knows, the situation could change. But as of now, the NDA and the BJP in particular, the first to reach the halfway mark in terms of 50 seats out of 101 that they are contesting. The BJP party number one just ahead of the RJD. All the heavy lifting in the Mahagathbandhan is being done by the RJD. The Congress just 7, the VIP opening its account with 1, the rest, which are the left parties primarily, are leading with 5. Here you've got two parties, BJP 50, JDU 34. And we've seen in recent elections where two of the three major parties of Bihar go, they win. 2010, Nitish and the BJP went together. They won. Lalu and Nitish in 2015, and then again BJP and Nitish in 2020. So that's really, yes, go ahead.
No, Nitish is the trump card. Whoever Nitish is with wins and wins big. 2010 with BJP went up to 206. But Rajdeep, you know, when MGB doesn't do so well right now, of course, very early, the RJD is doing extremely well. Why is the Congress not being able to pull through? Is this because Congress is thinking they will only do well, Rajdeep, in case RJD doesn't do well in the long run? Amitabh, is that the Congress game plan in the long run, working for the next general elections?
See, to be fair to the Congress party, the Congress has not got quality seats to fight despite all this bargaining. They are contesting on 61. 9 are friendly fights.
58.
So it,
3 they said.
so it falls to 52. Out of those 52, they are contesting 50 seats against BJP and JDU, the stronger players in the Mahagathbandhan.
So, okay, let me.
अरे कम से कम LJP से तो लड़ता, हमसे तो लड़ता, RLM से तो लड़ता.
वो तो सब RJD लड़ रहा है.
प्रॉब्लम विद कांग्रेस इसकी कोई बेस ही नहीं बचा है ना. उनके लिए व्हाट इज गुड व्हाट इज बैड एवरीथिंग इज बैड ओनली.
समझ गया, लेकिन कम से कम उसको कुछ सीटें तो RLM, LJP और हम की मिलनी चाहिए ना. 3 सीटें जीत रहे हैं वो लोग. Quality seats were pocketed by RJD, but 30 seats have never won the Congress.
So you just do a waiting game, like if the other formation is going to announce the seats only, then I'm going to do. That's not how you build an organization. At the very end, how will they come out and suddenly come up with candidates against LGBT? See, I just feel that they have not done the organizational work that they should have done in order to at least win certain seats, and the challenge continues with Congress party. They are more involved in these disruptive ideas of SIR, which is like a very helicopter view and never touching the ground.
I must tell you, do it and then you don't sustain it. For 40 days you disappear. You do the vote adhikar yatra, and then in the crucial period when you want to do seat sharing, you're not picking up Tejasvi Yadav's phone. I mean, it's bizarre. You're taking him as your pillion rider for the vote adhikar yatra, and then no one is picking up his phone. And you've got someone in Krishna Alavaru. He's a good guy, young guy, but he is not, as one Bihari said, yaar hamari taraf political nahi hai. But look, I think all of this needs to wait till we get the final picture. For now, it's very clear. The Congress is underperforming in these early results, no doubt. The BJP is holding its own. The JDU doing better than it did last time, slightly better at least. RJD is still a force in Bihar. And that's the crucial question that we need to understand. What explains the RJD's continuing hold, Amitabh, in Bihar?
No, because I mean, it starts with a vote share base of almost 25%.
Or 31%, some would say.
I mean, even if you account for 80% of the MY base, so 24-25%, and this is legacy Lalu vote. I mean, we write off Lalu that Lalu is acting or may be a liability to the Mahagathbandhan, but this is the vote bank of Lalu Yadav, 24-25 you start with.
But Rajdeep, this is the double-edged sword for the RJD, which they've struggled election after election, because this comes in as a positive and also comes in as a negative. But I just want to briefly touch on the fact, the fault lines between the alliance of Mahagathbandhan. Of course, only if these numbers will be spoken more of. But I'll give you an example. I was speaking to the Congress I had an interview with Kanhaiya Kumar. So when you speak with him and you ask him, what about the manifesto? Where does the Congress stand on the manifesto? They'll actually turn around and ask Tejasvi, he knows. It's your manifesto as well, no?
Yeah, but the fact is when they actually put up the manifesto, they put all their eggs in Tejasvi's basket. They had him at the cover, front, back, everywhere.
No, they were not okay with it. The Congress was not okay with it.
Because there was no mention of SIR. But manifesto did not mention SIR at all.
Exactly.
Yeah, but what I find very strange is that elections are not won and lost, in my view, on how your manifesto looks. They're won on your booth level organization. They're won on the basis that over 5 years, your candidate has to be there through good times and bad. You can't, the top level parachute jumping can no longer work. You've got to build bottom up, and I think that is a lesson perhaps. As I said, trend at the moment, BJP dominating RJD bastions in the Yadav belt is one of the trends that we are getting. RJD ahead, but the Congress is doing poorly once again. Congress is contesting 61 seats officially. Some of them are friendly fights. At the end of the day, if you are not able to win at least 40% of those seats, you are pulling down your alliance. NDA is doing very well in the EBC and the Nishad community seats. So they are doing well among their solid EBC seats. Lalu's rebel son Tej Pratap now training. So he's going up and down much as his life has been. And that's the way it is at the moment. You've got a situation where if I go region by region, and that's what I believe is the best way to understand Bihar there today, When you go region by region, you are looking at Bhojpur and you are seeing NDA and Mahagathbandhan in a tough fight. The moment you turn to Champaran, NDA is now dominating 7-1 there. It's been a traditional belt of the NDA, and the BJP also has usually done well there. Go to Kosi and Mahagathbandhan leading in 18, NDA in 8. So the Mahagathbandhan there takes the edge. Mithilanchal, NDA is ahead by 10. Patliputra, the story of this election so far, NDA leading in 28, Mahagathbandhan in 10. And as they say, जो महागठबंधन जीता, जो पाटलिपुत्रा जीतता है, वो बिहार का कब्जा करता है. And we can go back to Emperor Ashok and beyond.
My friend, go back to Chandragupta Maurya and Chanakya.
I was waiting for my friend Gaurav Sawant to try and take us back even more
look at it.
to
Look at
BC.
The moment you go to Chandragupta Maurya and Chanakya, you get the history of the Bhagat Samrajya, and that shows the power of the people of Bihar. They know what needs to be done. The Chanakya in today's day and age, both Lalu Yadav and Nitish Kumar, but there is another Chanakya, Amit Shah at the center. So when Nitish and Amit Shah are working for victory, then it remains to be seen whether they can go past
I have
that
to
line.
stop you all for a moment. I'm coming straight to you because you know चुनाव केवल हमारे लिए नहीं है, आपके लिए है. Today is Viewers Day. For the first time, we are doing a contest like no other. India Today देखो, LED Jeeto contest. That's right. You want a nice LED to watch this election in? Go to our contest, watch, answer, win. My next question, name the person who would swear in. It's a trick question. Name the person who will swear in the new Chief Minister of Bihar. Let me put that question to you again. Name the person who will swear in the new Chief Minister of Bihar. Every question is being asked every hour. Each question, right answer will get you an LED TV. I will not ask my panelists the answer to that question. You are not allowed.
But
You are not allowed
swear
to be
in
part
or
of
who
it.
will be sworn in?
I have said who will swear in the new Chief Minister of Bihar.
Okay.
You cannot answer the
I'm
question.
not answering the question, but I'll tell you what. Okay, what I'm saying is because we've been looking at regions, Rajdeep, but take a moment to reflect on phase 1 and phase 2. Phase 1 was where the MGB had a organic advantage in terms of 2020. It had done much better. It had 165 of the 121 seats, and the NDA had 156.
Last number of them in Magad and Patliputra.
Exactly. Now look at it. It's completely the other way around, where the NDA is leading in the first phase on 51 seats, and the Mahagathbandhan leading on just 37 seats. So that is the math of phase 1. In phase 2 of the 122 seats, the NDA is leading on 44, the MGB on 33. So advantage right off the bat in phase 1 for the NDA.
One battle within a battle. ऐसा होता है ना, टीम जीतेगी वो एक बात है, highest scorer कौन बनेगा. For now the battle is between BJP and RJD again. RJD leading in 58, BJP in 56. Remember, many exit pollsters have suggested JDU could actually get more than the BJP. That's not happening at the moment. So clearly for the BJP, the news is good at the moment because the BJP is consolidating its position as the party number 1 of the alliance. Yes.
One reason could be these are postal ballots. Most people, armed forces, paramilitary, they are the ones who vote, and they generally tend to vote.
Fair point.
Vote share right now, till now, if you want
Yes,
to
go
reflect,
ahead,
too early for vote share,
But please
50% with the NDA and 39% with the
Yeah, but
MGB.
these are very early days, even before the EVMs
Exactly,
open.
too early to look at it right now.
Okay. Maria, is that a contest with, am I right to say there is a contest? You've been talking to a lot of BJP, JDU leaders. Is that a contest within a kaun banega number 1? हमारे बीच भी कौन बनेगा number 1 है?
Certainly there is, because if you look at the messaging which came in from the BJP top leadership, they did not say Nitish Kumar मुख्यमंत्री बनेंगे. Their words were ये चुनाव नीतीश कुमार के नेतृत्व में लड़ा जाएगा. So and then most leaders explained the process which will be followed, which will be जो MLAs हैं वो choose करेंगे. I think that's where the problem begins. And if you look at the dynamics, Rajdeep, I say that image of Prime Minister Modi doing a roadshow in Patna with Lalan Singh standing next to him is a very defining image. Do you think that the JDU workers would have liked that in the absence of Nitish Kumar? JDU though wants us to believe that Nitish Kumar was busy with campaigning in another part of Bihar.
Maria, I have a question for you. Were
Yes.
the BJP to win more seats than JDU? Have a chief minister of their own, or would they still go for Nitish Kumar?
I actually do not know about an answer to that because for the moment, let's be clear, if Nitish Kumar's JDU wins more, then they will be in a better position to bargain for the Chief Minister's chair.
No. आप लोग
Okay, let me just stop you at the moment. The NDA has crossed the 100 mark, the century mark in these early trends. NDA has crossed the 100 mark. It is gaining 13 seats. Remember, it won 128 last time. So any gains would take them in that one. These kind of gains would take them around 140. Yeah. But as of now, NDA crossing the 100 mark is what we are saying. The RJD at the moment is falling behind. I want to go to quick reactions from two guests joining me. CR Keswan from the BJP, once was in the Congress, and also joining me, Kumar Saurabh Singh, national spokesperson, Jan Suraj. To you, CR Keswan, as of now, is there a battle within a battle, as we are discussing in our studios, of BJP versus JDU, or is the first target 122? After that, it is, it doesn't matter who is party number one.
Good morning, Rajdeep, to you and everybody in your studio and the audience. First, these are very early trends. But we're very confident that the people of Bihar will deliver a historic verdict blessing the NDA under the leadership of Prime Minister Modi ji and Nitish Kumar ji. Before coming to your question, I just want to say that this vote, it will be unequivocal, and it is a clear reaffirmation of the trust and faith the people of Bihar have in Prime Minister Modi ji. Vibrant and Viksit Bihar. At the same time, we should not forget, as much as it is a vote for the progressive politics of the NDA, Modi ji and Nitish Kumar ji, it is also an outright vote against the regressive politics of the Congress party, which ran a campaign of vile slander, and the vote theft campaign has horribly failed, and Rahul Gandhi with his Bihar Badnaam Yatra insulted Chati Maiya, we saw that, and as far as RJD is concerned, they completely reminded you of Jungle Raj with the way they campaigned and untenable promises. So I think it will be a clear verdict as it emerges. And as far as the question you posed, Rajdeep, the Prime Minister, the Home Minister and Nitish Kumar ji, everybody has made it very clear. We were a united house. We fought like the Panch Pandavas. The Mahagathbandhan was completely divided. They had 12 seats. We were fighting with each other. And Rahul Gandhi not only ghosted the people of Bihar, he ghosted his own allies. And the political liability is an albatross. He's an electoral,
I always find that those who were once in the Congress and have joined the BJP tend to attack Rahul Gandhi even more vehemently. We'll wait. There will be. Just a minute.
No, you were in News 18 before. Now you speak in favor of India Today and you say that you're the best channel. So please don't go there. You have a history too. Let us be very clear.
We are going to compare channels with parties. Okay.
As we speak today, Rajdeep, you don't even know whether Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi are even perpetually they are out of the country. People are paying homage to Nehru today. Where is Rahul Gandhi? And he's ghosted people again. So please don't dismiss the fact Rahul Gandhi is a political
CR Keswan, we've discussed at length. In fact, the Congress missing an opportunity to miss opportunities. We'll have many more occasions for that. I'll come back to you and I'll come back to our Jan Suraj spokesperson at a moment. But Preeti, you want to give us some important numbers?
Well, I'm looking at the swing seats, Rajdeep. 126 swing seats, 87 trends have emerged. NDA leading on 55, MGB on 21. Swing seats entirely where seats changing hands in 3 elections. But what's important, Rajdeep, is let's take a look at the strongholds for each particular party, whether or not they've been able to hold on to these seats. For the JDU, if you look at it, 23 strongholds of the JDU, and the JDU is holding on and on 11. 60, the trends of out of 23, 16 trends have come in. NDA holding on, which is the JDU, on 11, the MJB leading on 5. Let's look at the BJP, where the strongholds of the BJP, where BJP has won 3 elections consecutively. If you take a look at that, out of 24, trends on 18 seats have come in, and the BJP leading on 14 of the 18. So where the BJP that had won an election in these seats in 3 consecutive times, out of 18, BJP is holding on to the 14 of them, and MGB leading on 3. Let's look at the RJD right now. Out of 10 seats which are RJD strongholds, trends right now on 8. NDA is leading on 1, MJB holding on with its Yadav Muslim vote bank in 7 seats there. Let's take a look at the Congress party, and only two strongholds for the Congress party, where 3 elections have been won consecutively by the Congress party. And yes, the Congress party, at least on these 2 seats, Rajdeep, is holding on.
But I think what is important is the BJP is holding on to its seats, because that suggests that they managed to ensure that if there is local anti-incumbency, they've arrested it to a significant extent. Now, one of the key questions that will be asked, particularly at the end of the day, how did the Jan Suraj or Prashant Kishore do? Kumar Saurabh Singh, early trends at the moment. Your party, as per our trends, is leading only in 2 seats out of the 243. Are you on Arsh or Farsh? Are you in the skies or on the floor? Early trends. But do you concede that this has been a bridge too far for Prashant Kishore?
Rajdeep, good morning, and good morning to everyone. See, I think these are very early trends. What number we have officially from the Election Commission, 19 out of 243 seats, they have showcased on their, this thing. And we also have certain inputs from different constituencies.
What are your inputs saying? No, what are your inputs saying?
Rajdeep, we have made the mark in the politics of Bihar. I think the entire Bihar fought this election on the issues raised by Jan Suraj, especially migration, flood, job, and especially the Pravasi ka jo mudda tha. And youth have voted in numbers. The trend is they have voted, exorbitantly, which Bihar has not seen since independence. We've not seen Bihar voted like 68 to 69%,
right,
which is almost like 10% higher.
So you're saying Jan Suraj was able to create the kind of enthusiasm, according to you, that has resulted in very important thing.
Rajiv ji, you'll have
NDA has touched the halfway mark. And I think, Maria, you know the Bihar Assembly. You were there right through your coverage in front of that lovely building there in Patna. NDA has crossed the majority mark as of now. The Mahagathbandhan is lagging behind. 125 is playing 73, and if my maths is right, that is about 52 seats ahead at the moment, and that gives the NDA a huge edge at the moment. And this, remember, is with leads available for 202 out of 243. So the NDA at the moment is looking to consolidate its position, leading in 126, Mahagathbandhan in 73. Maria.
And it is going up only, and it's showing a rising trend. And if we were to compare it to 2020, NDA seems to be gaining 27 seats. As far as Mahagathbandhan is concerned, it's down to 24. Let's look at this picture now. Champaran, we are looking at 21 seats in all. It is the NDA which is pulling the weight, and Mahagathbandhan just 2. This is Purvi and Paschim Champaran. Let's look at another region. We have been saying that Bihar is the story of 6 regions, to be specific. Bhojpur now 49 seats in all. NDA again consolidating, taking massive gains in comparison to what happened in 2020. So, and Mahagathbandhan down to 16, a significant loss coming in for Mahagathbandhan at the moment. Remember, early trend. Looking at Kosi now, this is the entire riverine belt. It becomes important. It's equal for both the sides. NDA 14, Mahagathbandhan 14. Another region now, let's shift focus to what is Mithilanchal. In all, 58 seats. Again, NDA getting, projected to win 33 right now. Mahagathbandhan at 15. These are early trends, early gains that is coming in. So region after region, Simanchal again, this is where the only region where it is the Mahagathbandhan which is gaining, Rajdeep, in comparison to the NDA.
And what makes it even tighter, which is why we have to be very careful, and these are early trends, that's why. Out of the 200 odd seats for 193, out of the 203, in 193 seats, the margin at the moment is less than 500. That's how close it is. It is just the starting of a race. This is first over. Pehla over ho raha hai, and 193 seats, the margin is less than 500. NDA leading in 119, Mahagathbandhan in 70. Less than 1,000 also at the moment is a substantial number. You've got 197 out of 243. At the moment, the margin is less than 1,000. So it's not done, but clearly in the first over, the very first over, first ball pay, NDA has taken the lead, and that is the lead. We will have to see whether they can sustain. What is clear is the BJP in these early leads is doing well. They're leading in 67. The RJD is leading in 56. So within the battle of the two main parties as they are emerging, it is advantage BJP. But the story is JDU leading already in 57. If I look at alliances and we go party-wise, Maria, you will see first of all in terms of vote percentage early, 49% is an 8% jump to the NDA. We are including Chirag Paswan here. Mahagathbandhan 35, others 16. Now you go to party-wise and we look at seats and how it's dividing at the moment. Of course, this is at the moment in percentage terms. BJP 31.8, JDU is 8 at the moment. In terms of seats, let's go party-wise in terms of seats because that will give us how the two alliances are functioning, Maria. You've got within the NDA, BJP 67, JDU 57. So you've got two big parties working. Here, all the heavy lifting is being done by RJD 56, Congress only 10. LJP now doing a bit better, 7 out of 28. So remember, many of these Lok Jan Shakti party seats were contentious because the JDU felt that they were being given better seats. But when you look at it, a vote transfer could be taking place, Maria, here.
But interestingly, Rajdeep, if these numbers actually hold beyond 10:30 a.m., which means Mahagathbandhan is not even touching triple digit. So that's what it looks like.
So therefore, as per these numbers, what you're saying, Mahagathbandhan may not even do as well as they did in 2020.
Absolutely. It's not a close contest.
And I keep maintaining 2020, I believe, was an election fought in the backdrop of COVID where Tejasvi Yadav had a real chance. There was anger, disaffection on the ground. He was able to partially capitalize on it, particularly with his claim of providing 10 lakh jobs. This time it's a more normal Bihar election. Castes are consolidating and the wider caste combination of the NDA as of now in these very early trends is scoring over the...
So VIP gamble doesn't seem to be playing well for Tejasvi Yadav. Again, RJD strike rate is really not picking up, Rajdeep, because if you look at it, 56 out of 143. I'll be looking at this number and the VIP again. So the EBC consolidation that they were hoping they'll be going beyond MY, that doesn't seem to be happening for the Mahagathbandhan.
Let's just look at the flip board because the flip board tells you how seats are flipping at the moment. If you look at it, as of now, the NDA is up 32. So the NDA is up 32 compared, remember, to the victory that they got in 2020. The RJD MGB alliance, the RJD-led MGB alliance is down 29. Others are 3 at the moment. Yeah, go ahead. Yes, Amitabh. Go ahead.
Anyways, if you see, even in the last elections, if you see, 55% of the sitting MLAs who were repeated actually won the elections, correct? So that's also a very important trend when we see flip seats, because flip seats are essentially seats where the sitting MLAs of the incumbent parties are going to lose the elections. So 32 gains largely means that not only the NDA is holding on to their seats, retaining 60% as you showed else, is also making gains into the seats which were won by the Mahagathbandhan last time, plus 32.
And you cannot, and for the opposition, unless you are able to flip the other way around, unless you are able to defeat the BJP in seats that they are holding or JDU they are holding, you can't win the election. Yes.
Rajdeep, there's a subtext and a fine print to all of this, contrary to what most pollsters believe, that Prashant Kishore was cutting into the NDA vote bank. And, these are initial trends, but all 4 seats where the JSP, Jan Swaraj is leading on, were the seats which should have ideally gone to the Mahagathbandhan. I'll give you an example where Kargahar is concerned. This was a seat which the Mahagathbandhan thought that they were going to win. On the other hand, AIMIM is now trailing in Amor, and it is the Jan Swaraj which is doing better. Then Chanpatia is the other seat where you have the Jan Swaraj which is leading and the Congress trailing. Chainpur, another seat where the JSP is trailing. So 3 out of 4 at least were seats that ideally the Mahagathbandhan should have been leading on.
I just want to check if Kumar Saurabh Singh is still here, the spokesperson of the Jan Swaraj. And Kumar Saurabh Singh, you want to answer that? Who was your enemy in this election? Enemy number 1 kaun tha? Was it the Mahagathbandhan or the NDA? When you went into this election, Prashant Kishore, who was your main target?
देखिए राजदीप जी, हमने बहुत साफ तौर पर कहा था कि बिहार के दुर्दशा का कारण 15 वर्ष का जंगल राज अगर महागठबंधन का था, तो बाद के जो 10 वर्ष हैं 20 वर्ष में, उसमें अधिकारियों और नेताओं का जो जंगल राज था, जिस प्रकार से बिहार को दोनों हाथों से अधिकारियों ने लूटा है, वो एक प्रमुख कारण रहा है कि आज बिहार 35 वर्ष के बाद भी 28वें पायदान पे ही है, एक भी पायदान गरीबी और पिछड़ेपन में हम ऊपर नहीं आए हैं। तो हमने बिल्कुल साफ तौर पर एनडीए से भी हमारी लड़ाई थी और महागठबंधन से भी लड़ाई थी। वी नॉट स्पेयर्ड एनीवन and we've been very honest in our approach कि बिहार में बदलाव और परिवर्तन इसलिए होना चाहिए कि आज भी प्रति व्यक्ति आय देश में कम क्यों है हमारा, आज भी लगभग 1.5 से 2 करोड़ माइग्रेशन बिहार से क्यों है।
If you are already at this point of time early trends, yes, but if you are leading in 4 seats, especially on the seat of Kargahar, when you think back, should not have Prashant Kishore fought this election? Could this have turned out differently for you?
No. Maria, you will have to understand
Preeti, sir.
Sorry, Preeti ji, you'll have to understand one thing very clearly. And we've said this again and again. We had a lone warrior who was fighting on the streets of Bihar, doing 12 to 14 sabha every day. When every other one were waiting for the cyclone to end. आपको ये समझना पड़ेगा कि हमारे स्टार प्रचारक प्रशांत किशोर थे, अगर 4 दिन भी उनका चुनाव में जाता तो 48 से 50 सीटें ऐसी थी जहां उनका कार्यक्रम रोड शो नहीं हो पाता। And Prashant Kishore may not fight even 2029, but Jan Suraj will keep on fighting. I can tell you one thing.
Jan Suraj is going nowhere. I take your point. C.R. Keswan, a quick comment from you on where you see. What was the number within the BJP? Was there a number that the BJP sets? Was it 130, 140, 150, 160? I heard BJP leaders saying 200 पार हो जाएगा इस बार, 225, 2025, 225. Are you being more reasonable? What is the target number that you are looking at the moment?
Rajdeep, the Prime Minister and the Home Minister during the campaign were very confident of getting the blessings of the people of Bihar, and they said we will do much better, way better than what we did in 2020, and your early trends are also indicating that very firmly, and this seems like a clear vote for the NDA, and it's a clear vote for development over Jungle Raj. It's a clear vote for the rule of law over the rule of government. It's a clear vote for the progressive politics of performance of the Prime Minister Nitish Kumar ji over the politics of appeasement and illegal infiltration. I think as the numbers hold, Rajdeep, I think we'll be in a much better position. But I think but you cannot escape the fact that what stands out in the election is Rahul Gandhi as the political albatross and the electoral.
Okay, you've said that before as well. You've said that before. Just to say that just a minute.
Pushing under the carpet. I just wanted to
Nobody is pushing anything under the carpet, Mr. Keswan. You have every right to call him an albatross.
I need to go now. Thanks again.
Yeah, you are welcome to go, but I'm saying you have every right to call him an albatross, and we will discuss whether Rahul Gandhi is an asset or liability. Here we will, in a democratic newsroom, discuss all issues. I just want to put one fact, infiltration, and get you very quickly, Gaurav, since you travel through that area. NDA leading in 9, Mahagठबंधन in 11. In Simanchal, where infiltration was made a big issue, Ghuspet kiya by Amit Shah, it's a tougher contest.
It indeed is, but the Hindu consolidation is also taking place in some places. Will the Muslim vote get fragmented is the bigger issue if these trends were to hold. But the Congress will emerge as a stronger party here. Perhaps this is where they were hoping they will do well. The RJD may not get the kind of support.
Okay, yes, go ahead.
A word on the Pasmanda Muslims. Just look at this. They're close to 59 seats where the Pasmanda population is 15%.
Explain to our viewers Pasmanda Muslims.
Pasmanda Muslims are the weakest among the Muslims. This was a group which was created by Nitish Kumar after he came to power in 2005, just as he created that group of the extreme backward classes. Here again, it is Nitish Kumar led JDU and NDA is winning. They have made a gain of 3 seats, even on Pasmanda Muslim seats, which means, Rajdeep, there is no Muslim consolidation per se, as was being seen. Muslims are not a monolith.
At the moment, there are 2 parties that are celebrating with these numbers. One is the BJP that we've discussed. The other is the Janata Dal United.
Yeah.
And it's a very interesting party because here you've got Nitish Kumar. He's going to possibly, if he wins this election, be sworn in for a 10th time. Remember, Nitish Kumar is someone who comes from the Kurmi community, 2.53% at best of the population, and yet has been able to survive. What is the secret sauce of his relevance is a question that we've asked. Sajjan, you want a quick response to that? What explains the fact that Nitish Kumar is still so relevant even at the age of 75?
2 factors. One, he doesn't signify a very rustic and dominant domineering presence the way upper caste, dominant caste and Yadavs signify. This is one. Two, in terms of law and order perception, his perception is better than the previous tenure. Three, he remains the only leader across all the parties who is caste plus scheme. Right? No other leader, barring Nitish Kumar, has a scheme-centric image. He remains the sole singular factor. And therefore, if you want to see an alternative in terms of scheme-centric outreach, every other leader is about their caste. That's all.
Go ahead. Yes.
A word on the EBCs here, Rajdeep, where the EBC population is above 15%, 141 seats in all. The projection has come for 134. Just look at this number, a gap of 52 seats between the NDA and Mahagathbandhan now, a significant gain for NDA with 19 seats.
Okay, so let me toss a googly at you all. If you were in these early trends to choose what is that X factor that is pulling the NDA ahead, is it EBC and caste consolidation, Amitabh Tiwari, or can I say it is a combination of Mahila and EBC? It's ME. Mahila plus EBC gives Nitish Kumar and the BJP JDU the edge, right or wrong?
It is actually the Nitish Kumar factor, which is a combination of the caste and the Mahila Yuva, because it brings that schemes which is translating into beneficiaries voting in large numbers.
I have a word on Nitish Kumar.
Yes,
I think he is, yes, in political theory.